Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today to do a Celtic cross. It's been a while since I've done one. You know I love to read with my cards, and I really wanted to give the Penumbra Tarot a go with the Celtic cross, so I think that's what I'm going to do today. So I hope you can see the table because the sun's quite bright, but I'm having to stand up to look at the moment because there's too much of a glare. So let me give these cards a shuffle and then I'll see if I've got the camera right to get enough cards on the table, because these cards are quite big, aren't they? So we'll see if we can get them all on the table. So yeah, this is my version of a Celtic cross. I don't even remember where it came from in the beginning. I've used this Celtic cross for, I don't know, 20, 30 years now. I know that they're not that, it's not that fashionable a spread, but I love a Celtic cross. I think it's a really good spread for all kinds of situations, really. So yeah. So if I could have some cards, please, for a Celtic cross for the collective for September, please. Okay, so card number one. I think I have to stand up so I can see where I'm putting these. So card number one is the present, and I've drawn Judgment, blimey. Card number two is the challenge or the problem that's facing you currently. Card number three is the past, which you've got the Hermit. Wow. Card number four is the future, what's likely to happen. Card number five is the above, so this is a goal that you're consciously working towards. Card number six is so below. Wow. This is what's within your sort of subconscious mind, really, but I'll go through all of these as we get to the cards. Card number seven. Wow, there's a lot of majors here. This is advice. Card number eight, external influences or people and things out of your control. Card number nine is your hopes and fears. And card number 10 is the outcome, or where the situation will resolve itself. Blimey. And then we've got the bottom of the deck, which I always want to have a look at, really. So, blimey. So I have got them all in the camera, haven't I? You can just about see all of those. Yeah. Okay, so I can sit down now and have a look. So let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got here. So as I said, card number one is the present, and I've drawn Judgment. Wow, this is like seeds, isn't it? Erupting out towards the sky, bursting through the sky. Instead of people, we've got like peoply plants. So Judgment. Judgment is a card of awakening, rebirth. It can represent opportunities or a sort of inner calling, can't it? So yeah, what's happening right now, your state of mind and your perception. So something within you currently is awakening. Something is waking up. Something is hearing a call. It's like a rebirth. Something may have changed. Something big may have changed in your life just recently. You may have seen something with different eyes. You may be feeling pulled in a certain direction. But whatever it is, it's big, isn't it? It's something that's big, something that, you know, potentially has the ability to change the course of your life or the direction of your life. And then we have the challenge or the problem that's facing you, what's crossing this. And we've got the Ace of Torches here. So this is the Ace of Wands. And this really does represent passion, doesn't it? And again, new ventures, new opportunities, creative opportunities, often good luck and success, I think. But this is the challenge that is facing you. So while there may be this big happening, something that's happened, something that has awakened something within you that I feel is calling you to move forward in a certain direction. Perhaps the challenge at hand is that you're lacking the motivation, or lacking the passion or the energy to move forward with whatever this is. Perhaps it feels quite overwhelming. So card number 3 is the past, and we can see really why this sudden judgment might feel overwhelming, because if the Hermit card is the past or the events leading up to this situation, then that might make us think that there's been a fair amount of soul searching and contemplation and maybe even a withdrawal from certain people or certain situations. This is a card of soul searching, isn't it? And spiritual soul searching often. Yeah, it's interesting that we've drawn judgment there, isn't it? As the present, what's happening right now, your state of mind or your perceptions. I feel that something quite big and quite overwhelming has actually pulled you out of this hermit state of mind. And I think it's feeling quite overwhelming, to be honest. So card number 4 is the future, what is likely to happen in the next few weeks. And we've pulled the 5 of Torches here, the 5 of Wands, which, as we know, is a card of disagreements and tensions and quarrels. There can be anxiety and resentments, a lot of squabbling with this card. And we can see all of that in this picture here. This doesn't look a very comfortable place to be, does it? I'm not really sure what these are, but it looks like this lion is being sort of tormented from all different directions with fire. And that's what I mean. I feel like this Ace of Torches here is just all consuming and overwhelming, actually. I mean, a rebirth, you know, the Judgment card is quite powerful, isn't it? It can imply that things are moving in a certain direction, whether you want them to or not, I think. You know, that sometimes we're pulled and we're drawn to certain things without really understanding why. And it feels like this may have been quite sudden as well, that there's been quite a sudden awakening from this more philosophical, contemplative state of mind of the hermit here. And I think, to be honest, it's just overwhelming, really. So card number 5 is the above, and this is the goal that you are consciously working towards, some kind of resolution for this problem, and it's the Two of Swords. So this is about mental balance, isn't it? Or trying to find that mental balance. There's a lot of inner conflict with this card. I think this card is beautiful. The green in it really, it affects me quite strongly. But then this card has always affected me quite strongly. It featured heavily in my life years ago and taught me a lot about myself. Now this is in the position of consciously working towards something, but really the Two of Swords is very unconscious, isn't it? It's about being stuck and refusing to look, refusing to see, trying to keep everything so tightly balanced for fear of falling out of control of a situation. So I feel that that's probably what's going on at the moment, is this overwhelming, whatever this situation is that has happened, has become so overwhelming that it's like you've just retreated inwards again. It's like I'm not taking the blindfold off. I'm not putting the swords down. I don't know what to do with all of this. It's too much, so I'm just going to ignore it for a bit. It feels very much like that. And that even might be what you're consciously saying to yourself and other people, really, is it might be things like, I'm going to wait and see. I don't know what to do yet. I'm just going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see what happens. And I'll make a decision another day. So in card number 6 position here, this is the below. So this is what your subconscious mind or your underlying emotions, what is yet to be revealed. And this is the High Priestess. So this is a brilliant card, really, to have in that position. So this is talking of sort of hidden hidden knowledge, secrets, your intuition, your instincts. This is really giving me the feeling that even though you may be denying that a lot of this is going on, or refusing to deal with it, or just avoiding certain aspects of what this Judgment and Ace of Torches represents, for fear of getting burnt, I think, for fear of being overwhelmed. So I think while you're avoiding some of that, I do think that your underlying subconscious mind and your emotions actually know what is going on and knows what to do. It's just you've got to allow that into your consciousness, and you've got to feel that and act on that. So card number 7 down here, this is the advice. This is the best advice to address this challenge. And we've drawn the Emperor. So this is very authoritarian kind of energy, isn't it? It's very masculine, it's very structured. There's strength and resilience in this card. There's fire and passion. But the Emperor is a card of direct action, really, isn't it? So I think really what this card is saying is that the best advice to address this challenge actually is to stop avoiding it and to deal with it head on. Yeah. Yeah. It's that really. It's to harness some of this fire, some of this passion, some of this energy, and to move forward with it, to do something with it, you know, whether that's to create something, build something, make something happen, change the course of your life. stride out in a different direction. You know, I don't think that this man here would be like this, would he? He's not going to sit blindfolded, desperately hanging on to everything, trying to keep everything in balance while just avoiding the real crux of the matter. He's going to deal with it directly and head on, assertively. So card number 8 is external influences, or people and things or events that are out of your control. And we've drawn the 2 of Cups. So this might imply that whatever this situation here is actually is something to do with a relationship, a connection, whether you might be compatible or incompatible within this relationship. The 2 of Cups is often a new relationship. It can represent that sort of duality or the need to make decisions, actually. So it's making me feel that whatever this is potentially to do with a new relationship or an existing relationship that has come to a point where a decision needs to be made, things need to be brought into harmony, or perhaps things that have been comfortable and harmonious for a while have suddenly become not so. And that's what the wake-up call has been here. But it's making me feel that this is something to do with a relationship. So card number 9 is your hopes and fears. Excuse me. And this is the 3 of Cups. And straight away, looking at this card, it's made me feel like, is this problem, this something that's come up, something to do with a third party or the fear of a third party in your relationship? That's entirely possible, isn't it? That would be a big fear, wouldn't it? And that could easily explain why you're finding it very difficult to act or to do anything about this situation out of fear of what you might uncover. But the 3 of Cups can also just be about togetherness and celebrations and teamwork. So this could be a work relationship. This could be something that at work you're feeling like you might be out of control, that somebody else is getting the rewards for all your hard work. It could be that somebody else is interfering within a relationship that you have with anybody, really. You know, it could be at any place within your personal relationships with people. But, you know, this is hopes and fears. So, I mean, you know, if we were to look at this for hopes, it could be that you are hoping to expand your social network, to make friends. But I'm not really getting that here. This is very much giving me the feeling that, especially as it follows on from the 2 of Cups here, it is making me feel that there is an insecurity or a fear around a third person in your life, and maybe not wanting to acknowledge or admit that this person is that sort of upsetting the status quo, if you like, of your life. Yeah. Card number 10, this is the outcome. This is where the situation will resolve itself and where the situation is heading. And the 7 of Swords is a card really of sort of dishonesty and deception, isn't it? It's the keeping of secrets. Yeah. There can be a fair amount of plotting and sort of undercover type energy with this card. Yeah. Which is in direct sort of opposition, really, to this Emperor here, isn't it? The Emperor is card number 7, the advice. And the advice from the Emperor, as far as I was concerned, was really a feeling of needing to take direct, assertive action. Whereas the 7 of Swords is not a direct, assertive action at all, is it? It's a sort of sneaky, deceptive energy. And I think often when things are sneaky and underhand and deceptive in that way, you don't often find out what you want to hear, really. So whether this is what you fear is happening, that somebody in your life is being sneaky and deceptive and dishonest, or whether it's actually you because you're finding it really difficult to actually face this situation head on and deal with it head on. But that's certainly the advice you're being given here. And I would say also that this subconscious, your underlying emotions or what is yet to be revealed, I think you already know. You're certainly quite capable of seeing that and feeling that and knowing what's actually happening, the truth of that. I think what is in the balance here really is what you're actually going to do about how you feel and how you want to move forward. The 9 of Pentacles is the card at the bottom of the deck. And to me, the 9 of Pentacles often is a kind of sort of independent energy, isn't it? Somebody who's quite secure and poised, that they have good status in life and within themselves, somebody that's independent and confident within themselves. And I think the bottom of the deck, the card, is often the real crux of the matter. So I feel that something here might be threatening your security, whatever this wake-up call has been, this call to action has been, whatever the conflict is, whatever's pulled you out of this more hermity energy, whatever's sort of opened your eyes, because this person has their eyes looking down here. They're not looking at the world. They're not looking out in front of them. They're looking down. And this person here is not looking anywhere at all. So it feels to me that you were very reluctantly pulled out of this hermit energy, and it's like you're being forced to face a situation that you don't want to face. I'm not entirely sure what that situation is. I feel that it might be a person that is upsetting the status quo of your life or interfering in a significant relationship in your life, whether that be at home or at work or wherever in your life. And I feel at the moment that you're really just feeling quite overwhelmed with that and don't really know what to do with it, and are just trying to keep everything as calm and as safe as possible. But I don't actually think that if you continue down that way that that's going to work out well for you. I think that, as the cards here say, there needs to be some direct assertive action. I think you need to try and harness some of this Ace of Torches energy here and use it for your own advantage rather than letting it overwhelm you and hurt you. So yeah, this is potentially quite a what's the word I want to use? To do I can't think of the word. My brain sometimes. It feels like, I want to say flammable. It feels like this situation could go very quickly from this to this. And I feel, and you know, this is the future card, isn't it? This is what's likely to happen. This is the outcome card of how things will resolve if they continue to head this way. So I feel that this situation is like ready to burst into flames. It's ready to erupt. It's ready to force you to deal with it. Whether you want to or not, I feel that you're about probably to be forced into having to deal with something. And like I said, I think you know what to do. It's interesting that I'm just looking at the cards we've got here. We've got wands, swords, cups. The only pentacles card we've got is over here, isn't it? We've got Judgment, the Hermit, the High Priestess, and the Emperor. It's really quite a powerful mix, isn't it? Like Judgment and the Emperor are very fiery, strong energies, aren't they? Whereas the Hermit and the High Priestess, much more internal and reflective. But I would say about trusting your instincts as well, trusting your intuition. I think whether you like it or not, something is about to be forced into, something's going to force you into taking action quite soon. And I think that if you do, you may well be able to prevent some of the damage from the Seven of Swords and the Five of Torches here. Yeah, quite a tricky reading, I think. Not for me particularly, but if this resonates for you, yeah, I would say don't be afraid to act. Don't be afraid to speak. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do to look after yourself. Don't wait until it's forced upon you and you have no choice. I would say don't be afraid to speak or to act. Yeah. So there we go. If that resonated for you, bless you. I would love to have some feedback for this reading in the comments. Obviously, this is a collective reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but if any of this resonates for you, I hope that it helps. I'm sending you all my love, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you.